everybody, and welcome to this episode of Homestead Tessie's Mobile Home Living. Today I'm going to share with you how you can germinate some of the hardest medicinal herbs that you can find. I hope you stay tuned. Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today it's all about herbs, and we're going to be working on all kinds of very exotic and unusual herbs. And how can we promise germination? You know, a pack of seeds from Tudor, it was really expensive for me. Seeds can be very expensive, especially if you're looking for heirlooms or very unusual type seeds. But how can we have them germinate? Here is my foolproof plan, and I can do it using the Dollar Tree items. These videos are quite popular with me through the years because I taught people how you can get a bowl like this from the Dollar Tree. We can plant our very beautiful exotic medicinal herbs or all kinds of herbs with them. It's so simple. Take one bowl like this, you're going to fill it up with very good potting soil. Your potting soil is the secret to seed germination. Do not buy Dollar Tree's potting soil. It will burn your seeds. You have to get potting soil like burpees that's made just for seeds. That's important, especially when you're working with expensive herbs or perennials. We're going to open a packet of seeds. We're going to sprinkle on top. We're going to put a layer of dirt, and then we use our bowl covers. The bowl covers are extremely important. You have to have bowl covers. All right, so let me show you. It's so simple. 3 bowls. Now, I do not use drainage holes in mine because we're not going to be doing a whole lot of watering once we have the initial watering. For the herb seeds, you're going to go ahead, you're going to water your dirt before you plant the seed. So we're going to give a light sprinkling of water before we even plant the seed. Herbal seeds are very tiny and they will float to the top. Take a moment or two and let it soak in, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our seeds. So this is Tudor's Columbine, and you want to make sure you label your seeds so you know what they are. We are going to sprinkle the whole packet. The whole packet of seeds are going to get sprinkled into the whole packet of seeds are going to be sprinkled into our bowl. So we're going to just shake it like this. Make sure you get all the seeds out. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to sprinkle lightly. We're going to sprinkle dirt on top. You do not want to cover these seeds much at all. Just sprinkle it lightly. Now you're going to go ahead and take something and we're going to pat it down tightly. Go ahead and water it on top one more time. Water it thoroughly, but not overwater it. And we're going to go ahead and take our bowl cover and keep this on until it's germinated. If you missed my tutorial number 1 on vegetable seeds, please go watch that because I share with you exactly how to do all of this. You will not probably need to water this more than once. You probably won't need to water it at all. And when your seeds start germinating, then you take this cover off when they germinate, when you start seeing green come up. Make sure you label them really well. So this is Tudor's Columbine, which will not flower the first year. It takes 2 years for perennials to flower. So remember that when you're growing perennials, the second year is the year it will flower. Then it will come up every year. Dollar Tree seeds are very frugal, and you can get your herbs there too. Now for this, I'm probably gonna put in 2 packs of seeds because Dollar Tree seeds are cheap because they usually don't have as many seeds in them, which is fine. It just takes 2 of them. It's still cheaper than buying them at the store. This is thyme, which is so simple. We're just gonna go ahead and sprinkle them all in here. All right, so what I'm planning is Tudor's foxglove. Now you gotta be careful with this. This is not safe for children. It can be kind of harmful. You don't want to consume this. These are all flowers. Columbine. And then here is the herb Sweet Sicily. And then from Thomas Jefferson's garden, which is another thing I'm interested in, I have the Nutmeg Plant. So whenever I buy seeds, I don't buy 1, I buy 2 because 2 is 1 and 1 is none, like Starry Hilder would say. So I make sure I always have 2 of every kind, so I have 1 for next year because you just never know if you can buy seeds from year to year. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these in the way that I showed you how to plant them. Now I should have watered this one first, but I'm not so careful with this one because thyme comes up really easy. I'm actually going to put all of them in. Now what you're going to do is we're not going to transplant these. When it's full and it's past frost date, you're going to take your whole bowl, you're going to flip it upside down, and you're going to put it in a hole in the garden or in a pot. So we will not be transplanting herbs. Herbs are not transplanted. Do all of them, but I'll just show you so you get an idea of how I do one of them. Since this is a perennial, we're going to plant it in the perennial garden bed. So we're going to take our bowl, we're going to go upside down, tap it a few times, and that's how it comes out, just like I said back in March. So we're going to take it upside down again, and we're planting the whole thing right into the ground, just like that. And now we have a container to do next year. I'll pan the camera down and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm going to keep digging my holes, just like this. And this is a permanent bed, so I will never move the herbs in this bed. And we're going to do the herbs in a kind of straight line. And this is the soapwort. We're going to do the exact same thing as we did for the yarrow. We're going to tip it upside down, tap it a few times. It comes out just like that in a bowl. Flip it upside down. And there, my friends, is the soapwort. This by far has been the best way that I have grown my seeds, my herb seeds, is in these bowls, just like this. An individual, they're transplanted all together in one pot. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up with dirt. Always pat it down. We're going to water it. And we're going to put a bowl cover. A bowl cover is really important. Very important to have a bowl cover on it until it's germinated. Especially with herbs, because herbs like it hot. My Arnica, gum, and my chamomile and daisies. Now the daisies are perennial, but they will not come up in a flower till next year. Arnica is an herb that's my first, and I'm planting it because it is for pain relief, and I want to make some salve with that. The gum is not edible at all, but the gum has a really strong lemon scent. I want that for potpourri, but I have to be careful and remember that that is not edible, so I want to always make sure it's tagged. These are the most enjoyable times of my life, is being out of my herb garden. So what I like to do is I like to space out all of my herbs before I plant them. That way I can kind of have a garden design idea. So the Shasta Daisies, they will get like a daisy, so that's color. And then back here is where I have the other ones. And then all we do is, like I show you in so many other videos, I just dig a hole and we put the whole bowl in the hole. Not the plastic part, of course, but we just transplant it that way. You know, people talk about their younger years and how their younger years were their happiest years. For me, it's totally opposite. My happiest years are the years that I'm living in now. Now, my years were happy when I was younger, But as a teen, I was a mother of 3 children. By the age of 19, I had 3 children, 3 years and under. They were hard years. Oh, they were happy years, but they were very hard years. Life was hard. And now, in my older years, things are easier for me. I've always wanted to have an herb garden. And I had a few herbs when I was younger. But with having 3 small children, you just didn't have the time to do all the things you wanted to do. Your focus was on your children. My focus is still on my children, but they're married now, so it's a little bit different. Or it's a lot different. I always loved teaching my children things. And now I could teach my grandchildren. I have 2 girls and a boy, and you just met my son, and you meet my daughters all the time, and my grandchildren are in my videos. The younger daughter, she really likes plants too. My older daughter, she likes to can. And my son is so much like me. My girls are more like their father, but they all have traits of both of us. The Arnica is going to be a challenge. My granddaughter accidentally knocked it over. So this is going to be a challenge for me. And sometimes you do have challenges. I won't be able to tip it over like I normally do. So you're going to have to take both your hands, and this dirt is not very good here. And you're just going to have to try to transplant it in a delicate way. Try to use the dirt that came with it. Some rooting systems are hard to transplant, like this Arnica, but it can be done, and I'll show you. And you go to all the trouble of growing something. You just have to be slower at it. And take your time. Now this will grow really fast. Here I have some more. This will grow fast once it's established in the garden. And now we have the gum. I got this at Baker's Creek Seeds. This is going to be a little challenging as well. Oh wow, it smells amazing. Now what am I using this for? I'm using this for my cleaning supplies because it smells like lemon. Amazing. I could smell it when I dumped it upside down. So I'm going to say my goodbyes while I work on this because I don't want my videos to get so long, and lately I have a feeling they're just going to keep getting really long because the stuff I'm doing, it's hard to show you in just a matter of 5 minutes. But I want to thank you so much for coming along with me today. It means a lot to me. And maybe I'll just do more of these type talk while I'm working instead of just sitting in front of a camera. I do a lot of thinking when I'm working. Now this should work really, really good. Thank you everyone for joining me in the herb patch today, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope that you enjoy them, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. It's the time of the year we have so many wonderful things that we're working on, and this is my favorite time of the year. Take care everyone, and a big mwah to you all.